Hello and welcome. In today's video, I'm going to be talking to you about how you can energize your body and boost your metabolism naturally. So I know a lot of women struggle with this, and maybe you do too. I know I did. And when I did struggle with energy issues, it was at a time when I should have had oodles of energy. I should have had lots of energy, but I didn't. Back when I was 27, was it 27? Yeah, 27. I actually was struggling with energy, and I'd gained 20 pounds in a short amount of time, about 2 months, and for the life of me could not lose it. So at that time my metabolism was slow, and also my energy was slow too, so it was low. I was feeling tired, I was feeling exhausted, I was feeling drained. And it's not like I was doing like a lot of physical activity throughout my day to be that drained. I was cooking, I was looking after my kid, doing the normal mommy stuff. And at the time, my energy, just certain days I'd have dips in energy, some days I'd have no energy, and I really didn't understand the correlation between metabolism and, I had an idea, but I really didn't understand how those two, when they are affected, it's because of certain things that are going on in the body. And I also didn't realize how much stress and other things were playing a role in causing not only low energy issues, but also causing hormonal imbalances. So today I decided I wanted to do this video for you because I know a lot of women do struggle with energy, have dips in energy, or when they're going through certain stages, all of a sudden they know their energy levels have dropped. And I wanted to just kind of share some tips that can help you with getting your energy back up, but also getting your metabolism boosted at the same time. So as much as you may think that having less energy and gaining is just a part of getting older, it is not. We've been conditioned in our society to think this, and it's just simply not true. In fact, as we get older, okay, yes, when we're 80, we're probably not going to have as much energy as we did at 20, for sure. But there's nothing that says that as soon as we hit 30 and 40, that it's down the hill from there, and that, we're just going to have low energy for the rest of our life, right? There are actually things that we can do to naturally boost our energy and metabolism, but before we can even do that, we have to know why our energy went low and we ended up gaining weight in the first place, or we ended up gaining in certain areas in the first place, right? So one of the first things that, we need to consider is, what's going on with our energy? Are we actually doing things to boost and improve our energy on a daily basis? So when it comes to energy, there are definitely certain factors that can come into play. For example, sleep. How much stress is in our lives? How much exercise are we getting? What is our nutritional habits like? Are we restricting too many calories? Are we drinking enough water? Are there nutrient deficiencies happening? Are there other conditions that are causing energy to be low? Are there digestive issues happening? All these things we need to look at, and we need to become aware of, what we're actually doing, what we need to tweak, and, what's going to be best and appropriate for boosting our energy and our metabolism. So here are some things that you can do. You can start to implement these things immediately, and you will have an increase in your energy. This will be something that definitely helps you boost your metabolism. Remember, when it comes to our metabolism and, weight that we've gained, it didn't just happen overnight. So these things take time and they take consistency. So I'm going to share with you some things that will help you boost your energy and will also help you boost your metabolism. So, number one, exercising daily, movement daily, okay? Don't look at it as you don't want to. Look at it as you get to. And not only do you get to, but this is something that's going to help you boost your energy. It's also going to help you boost your metabolism, especially certain types of training. For example, weight training. So like doing resistance training, right? Whether that's with weights, whether that's with bands, whether that's with, maybe doing more advanced exercises, right? Or using machines, right? The other thing you can also start to incorporate is yoga or yoga hit, which is yoga and hit mixed together. It's actually like a really good cardio yoga workout, and you can burn 450 calories in 30 minutes compared to only burning 350 calories in about an hour's time when you're just doing walking, and that's for the average person as well. So incorporating certain types of training, making sure to get your daily movement in. I would say if you're someone who sits all day, get at least an hour daily of movement in. If you are someone who, you have an active job, about 30 minutes to an hour daily still of, some kind of movement, whether it's yoga, whether it's, you're working with the weights, whether it's you're doing something with the band, you're going for a bike ride, you're going for a swim, whatever, get that movement in. First and foremost, that's going to pick up your energy so tremendous, like big time, tremendously, right? And the other thing too is certain types of training will actually help produce certain hormones like growth hormone. It'll definitely help you with boosting your thyroid, which is master gland over your metabolism. So it's going to help you boost your metabolism. And the other thing too, when certain hormones get produced, especially like growth hormone, it's going to actually help you get to sleep better at night. The other thing with movement, daily movement, it reduces cortisol. It also helps balance insulin, and it also helps balance estrogen levels. So movement, make it an essential part of your day. Seriously, it's so good for you. Movement is medicine. So get doing some kind of movement throughout your day. If you're sitting all day, an hour daily is what you need. If you have a pretty active job, 30 minutes to an hour of moderate to intense exercise would be good for you as well. With the second thing, making sure to eat macro balanced meals throughout the day. So not cutting out carbs, not cutting out fats, making sure to have your fat, carb, and protein 3 meals a day throughout the day, spaced out 3.5 to 4 hours apart, because that'll actually help speed up your metabolism as well. Because when people quote unquote say they're doing intermittent fasting, but they skip both breakfast and lunch, and then they're having one big meal at night, it's like you're putting your body in a catabolic state where because your body doesn't know when it's getting its next meal from, it's storing anything and everything you eat as fat, and it's not actually using the energy from that. Instead, it's storing it as fat, meaning that when you have that big meal at night, it's storing it as fat and it's not readily using those calories to burn off. So the other thing too is this actually slows your metabolism down, and this will affect your energy, especially when you're not eating enough. In fact, if you're one of those people that feels like you got to take a nap in the day and you didn't eat breakfast or lunch, that is exactly why. So get to eating something. If you need help with this, I do have a free guide for you that helps you with healthy breakfasts and, at least just getting some healthy meals, especially first thing in the morning. If you want, let me know and I can send you the guide. And that can definitely be helpful for, just picking up your energy in the morning, showing you, what kind of healthy meals that you can have. And you can use that as like a guideline or example just as you're going along your journey and just starting to get yourself back on track. Okay, number 3, drinking enough water. Yes, yes, yes. We need to drink water. Don't care if you don't like it. Don't care if you're like, it ain't got no taste, I don't want it. Guess what? You're going to have it, because if you have an energy issue and you're not drinking water, that's part of the reason why. Drink your water. So 2 to 4 liters daily you do want it more than two liters, because that's what helps with protein synthesis, and it also helps with digestion, just breaking down the food. Sorry, guys. And not only that, it helps with the elimination process as well. So think of it as your energy booster, but also think of it as your fat burning elixir. So 3 is getting enough water in. 4 is supplementing when necessary. So when I'm talking about supplementing when necessary, if you're doing those first 3 things and you're still noticing your energy's not picked up, there's certain supplements that you can do. Sometimes taking a B12 can be a supplement that you can do. The other is there's certain supplements like CanPrev, that's the name of the brand, has like thyroid support for women. Now they had thyroid energy. Ashwagandha is a good supplement that you can use that will pick up your energy and help boost your thyroid and your metabolism. I know there's one I'm forgetting about. There's iodine, there's L-tyrosine, which is also another good one that can help you boost your energy as well. So these are some of the supplements that you can do. You can also supplement with the oils. That's personally my go-to when it comes to energy. One of the biggest ones is peppermint, taking a couple of drops, putting it in your hand, taking 3 to 5 deep inhales. You can do the exact same thing with Easy Air. So Easy Air and peppermint are really good for energy. They're good for opening up the airways, opening up the lungs. So it's great to use just before exercise or even in the morning if you need that little pep to wake you up. Another great oil to use is Balance. So Balance is this one right here, and there is a way to use it for your thyroid. I do show clients inside the Fierce and Fit body formula how to actually use Balance for their thyroid, how to use it like with reflexology, just to stimulate the thyroid gland. There's also the citruses, so Citrus Bliss. This one can be diffused, used topically as well. Diffusing it around your home. You can add to the back of your neck. For an uplifting scent, but also to pick up your energy. This one used to be called Slim and Sassy. It is now called Metapower. So they don't make Slim and Sassy anymore, but they've revamped it and made it more for boosting the metabolism and the energy. It's called Metapower. So Metapower you can ingest. You can also diffuse to curb cravings, and you can also add a drop or 2 to water or your shake. And that'll help with boosting your metabolism, detoxing your liver. Who doesn't want that? And it'll also help with fat burning as well. Arise is another oil that I love using, as well as Elevation. So Arise is good. It's from the Yoga collection, and that one you can diffuse as well. And then Grapefruit is another oil. Oh, I grabbed white grapefruit. Sorry. Anyways, grapefruit too. Is another oil that you can use. Put a couple of drops. Same with lemon. Put a couple of drops in water, and you can have that in the morning to boost your energy. You can also inhale from the bottle, or you can diffuse. You can put a couple of drops in your shower, and that'll wake you up. Same for any of these oils. You can put a couple of drops in your shower, and you can smell the aromas and have them wake you up. Now, there are certain oils you can ingest, like Citrus Bliss, Arise, Balance, Easy Air. You can't ingest those, but you can definitely use them topically, aromatically. The ones that you can ingest are grapefruit, lemon, Metapower. Those ones are good to use. Now there's other energizing movements as well. So we talked about supplementing with the oils and supplements. The other thing that you can do, and you can also make sure to have foods that will support your thyroid. So this kind of ties in. So like doing things that support your hormones, support your metabolism, right? So having thyroid rich foods. Once again, in that guide that I mentioned, there's a list of the thyroid rich foods. So please comment down below, and I'll send you the send you the guide that I put together for those energy boost and morning breakfast routine. And another thing that you can do as well is make sure to get proper sleep. So when it comes to our energy, getting proper sleep is a must. So number 5 would be getting proper sleep, doing things at night to relax you so you can get to bed at a good time. I mean, for women, 7 to 9 hours sleep is what we require. Maybe, you know, more closer to the 9 when we're on moon time. And for men, it's about 6 to 8 hours sleep. So when we get less than that, it actually causes stress in our body. Cortisol will rise. It'll cause us to crave certain things that we normally don't eat. So getting enough sleep will actually help reduce some of your stress. And then number 6 is reduce stress. And this can be done in many different ways. One, not saying yes to everyone and everything. It's so easy as mothers to do that. So one, try not to say yes to everybody and everything. Take time for you, take time for your self-care, making time for your self-care, right? Whether that's doing some yoga, taking a walk in the park, taking, you know, some time for you just to kind of sit there and do nothing and just relax. Coming back to our breath, so doing self-regulation techniques, right? These can be some ways of like calming ourselves down, using essential oils, of course. Taking a nice hot bath is another self-care practice that I like to do as well. There is also using, like, you know, stones can also help too. When it comes to reducing stress, I love doing yoga. Massage is also a good one. Tai Chi is good. Qigong, and you know, or doing something fun that you enjoy, right? Dancing, being in the flow, like that can also be relaxing as well. Gardening, garden therapy. And then, yeah, lastly, when it comes to reducing stress, you know, other than just taking time for ourselves, but making sure to eat, you know, as best as we can, like clean foods where it's like, you know, it's healthy foods. It's not a lot of overly processed foods, right? So making sure to eat those foods, and, you know, making sure to eat enough during the day as well. You know, maybe getting a probiotic in so that, you know, that can help us with, you know, the production of, you know, certain hormones, especially if, you know, our gut health is everything. And when our gut isn't working the way it should, you know, this is where moodiness can set in, digestive issues, right? So if we keep our digestive system well, then, you know, we can, you know, keep ourselves well, keep our energy well too. All right, so those were 6 different things that you can do to pick up your energy. I would love to know which ones you are going to implement this week. It could just be 1 or 2, or you could just pick one from the list that I just mentioned. And I would love to hear how, you know, it goes for you, but also which ones you're trying out over the next 2 weeks or over the next week, and see how things go for you. Please feel free to share. You can share down in the comments below. And of course, if you found this video useful, you found the information in it useful, go ahead and hit the like, make sure to hit subscribe, and of course, feel free to share this video with anyone that this can help. All right, so we will see you again next time. Until then, have an amazing week.